I just found out my wife has been secretly draining our joint savings for months, not for an emergency or a debt, but to fund her secret life as a high-stakes fantasy sports gambler. She lost over $60,000 of our daughter's college fund, and when I confronted her, she said, "I was so close to winning it all back. You should have believed in me." My wife, Chloe, and I have been married for 12 years. We've always been a team, especially when it came to finances. We built a comfortable life, and our proudest achievement was the college fund we started for our daughter, Sophie, the day she was born. We were meticulous, setting up automatic transfers and watching it grow. About 6 months ago, I noticed Chloe was more stressed than usual. She was constantly on her phone, often staying up late. She said it was a new, demanding project at work. I believed her. I trusted her. The truth came out when I went to log into our investment account to update my contact information. I was locked out. A call to the brokerage revealed that the email on file had been changed. After verifying my identity, the agent told me there had been a series of large withdrawals over the past 4 months totaling $62,000. My blood ran cold. That night, I sat down with Chloe and asked her point blank about the money. Her face went pale. After an hour of deflection and tears, the whole story tumbled out. It wasn't a work project. It was daily fantasy sports. She had started with small bets, but it escalated. She was chasing her losses, convinced the next big win was around the corner. She had drained Sophie's entire college fund. The most gut-wrenching part was her reaction. There was no profound shame, only a desperate, manic justification. "You don't understand the system. I had a bad streak, but my algorithm was improving. I was one player's performance away from winning back everything and more. If you had just supported me instead of doubting me, we'd be rich." She had lost touch with reality entirely. In her mind, my crime wasn't her theft. It was my lack of blind faith in her destructive addiction. The $60,000 was just a temporary loan to her future self, a self that was never going to arrive. The following days were a blur of rage and heartbreak. The trust was not just broken, it was vaporized. I realized I couldn't reason with her addiction. My only priority was to protect what was left of our family's stability for Sophie's sake. I immediately separated our finances. I opened a new account in my name only and had my paycheck rerouted. I contacted a lawyer to understand my options and protect my assets from her debt. It was the coldest, most clinical I have ever been, but it was necessary. I gave Chloe a choice. She could move out voluntarily and enter an intensive inpatient program for gambling addiction, paid for by what was left of our personal savings, or I would file for divorce immediately and expose her actions to the entire family. The shock of real, tangible consequences finally cut through her denial. She chose the program. She's been there for 3 months now, and her letters are full of remorse, not excuses. She's finally understanding the gravity of what she did. For Sophie and me, a new, quieter life has begun. The constant anxiety is gone. I've taken a second job on weekends to start rebuilding her college fund from scratch. It's a mountain to climb, but every dollar I save is mine, and it's real. Sophie doesn't know the details, only that mom is away getting help, and dad is here, solid as a rock. I don't know if our marriage will survive this, and I'm not putting pressure on myself to decide. The victory isn't in reconciliation, it's in the profound peace I've found in taking control. Our home is no longer a place where secrets and addiction fester. It's a safe, predictable, and honest place for my daughter to grow up.